Good morning, everyone. Let me a little twitch up real quick. Y'all, I'm over here doing random stuff again. So let me tell y'all. All right, Twitch, let's get it together real quick. Y'all, when I tell y'all, sometimes I be really weirding myself out. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all with some of the shit that I be doing. Like, bitch, who told you to do that? And why? All right, so Twitch is now officially up. Okay, let me go ahead and do that. I'm gonna put the window up so then that way. All right, we here. Hi, guys. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a message for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, my messages are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. Pisces, if you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It would totally mean the world to me. All right, so let me see if I can go ahead and cue this thing back up the way I just had it, because I just started doing a whole bunch of other shit, right? Anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey, beautiful Aaron, love you. Thank you for being here. Come on in, y'all. Let's talk. Because WTF, here I go again. Here I go again. Y'all, and if it was not for it being me and me seeing this shit, I would not even think. Like, I would be thinking, is this shit real? Like, is it for real? Like, why y'all trying to play? Like, who is up there controlling the weather? Who got their hand on the modulator? Like, who doing what? Cause this weird. This is weird. So clearly I got to be fucking weird. Cause, ma'am. All right, so we have a prayer for divine alignment and peace. Oh, cosmic creator, source of all life and light, you are my shepherd, guiding me through every valley, every shadow. I lack nothing. For you lead me beside the still waters and restore my soul. In your presence, I find peace and strength, for you're with me always. Your rod and staff comfort me, and your love prepares a path before me, even in the face of adversity. Grant me the serenity to embrace what I cannot change, the courage to change what is within my power, and the wisdom to discern the difference as I walk each day in faith. In the presence of your infinite grace, I am unafraid, for your kingdom flows through me as it does all creation. With deep gratitude, I give thanks for the miracles already set in motion in my life. Shift what must be shifted, move what needs to be moved, and illuminate my path with your divine light. Align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your will, for I know you have already provided the strength, guidance, and blessings that I need. I release all fear, and I surrender fully to your higher wisdom. May your goodness and mercy follow me all the days of my life as I dwell in your sacred presence now and forever. Amen, amen, amen. I say, okay. So as y'all see, I don't got no mouse. So I'm on touch screen today because my son keeps stealing it. All right, next thing. So I was just sitting here minding my own business. I was over here making candles. So I woke up this morning. That was the first thing I decided to do, was to remake a candle. So Walmart recently just had some candles, some mainstay candles, them big ones with the 3 wicks in them. They just recently was like $1.50, right? Mind you, they smell amazing. So I have been doing aromatherapy, right? So it was vanilla, and it was the other one was brown sugar something, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But one that I know is vanilla, because I love vanilla. Vanilla is like the base, my base. And I love a good candle that can smell exactly, exactly like it say it do, right? You late, mother sucker. Anyway, so because I've been stressed out you know, and I don't really want to use that word, but you know, that's the first word that comes to my brain. And it's real because I would describe it like that, but you know, I probably shouldn't. Anyway, at the crossroads, this is the thing. What's happening? Like, what do I do? How do I go about this? How do I navigate that, right? And I told y'all when I first started doing tarot, I didn't realize I was predicting my own shit, right? And it was just for a future time. So it's kind of like Hansel and Gretel over this bitch. Leaving breadcrumbs to get your ass out of some shit, right? Apparently I must know myself. And I already said it, you know, like part of one of my issues may be, you know, bad decision making. Bad decisions, bad, you know, however, I'm being accountable for my shit though, right? Anyway, so as I was making my candle, and this shit smelled good. And I mean good, good. So I made a video, which is on the wrong channel, you know, just so y'all know. It's over here on Spirit Lightworker, but it wasn't supposed to go there. But it went where it was supposed to have went, right? Anyway, I don't know if it's posted yet. Let me see. Is it up yet? Long story short, I was telling y'all how I was making this candle. And as y'all see, it's burning all nice and it's giving the aromatherapy that it needs. Because for the past 4 or 5 days, I've been zoned out. So as I come down here to, you know, place this candle here, and I should have been doing other things, but I wasn't. I lit the candle, something catches my eye. So I started doing this thing. When I went through the glitch 2022, 2023, I started to notice that the TV was kind of giving me signals and whatnot, which was weird. Don't judge me, judge your mammy, and don't worry about the signals, all right? It would just show up shit, and then it would show up again, and then it would show up again, and I'm like, okay, let me just go ahead and look at this shit because, you know, apparently it wants me to look at it. Then I look at it, and it pertains to me. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And it was me, and I said I trust me, I believe me, right? Because anyway, so as I sat down here, lit the candle, my eye catches the screen, and on the screen,
$97 premium.
bitch,
$20
not you today, right now. You zip it up like you just
now I covered up my private information, guys. $39.
Okay, where's the? Okay, here we go.
Check this out. Ready? $500 for.
Bitch, shut your ass up. All right, so we're gonna go here, y'all. I told y'all I'm on touchscreen, so just don't judge it. All right, so we're gonna go here, y'all. I told y'all I'm on touch. All right, so we got that shut down. Now y'all ready? So I posted it because I knew I was going to forget it. Well, it wasn't that I was going to forget. I knew I was going to lose it. Meaning, once the screen did whatever the fuck it was going to do, and I ain't got no, you know, keyboard or no mouse, so it was making it difficult, right? And I was like, let me make sure that I post this. Y'all, all right, back to what I was saying. When I was glitching in 2022, 2023, the TV, you know, would do little things like this would show up, this would show up. It would be the same shit over and over again. So look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at me. Okay, bitch, I looked at you. Now you're talking about some shit. And I'm saying, how did you predict that back then? But because I was, you know, stupid and ignorance is bliss and, you know, no negative talk. But at the time, I was definitely that. I was airheaded and going through, you know, I was in it and not looking at it from the outside, looking in, I was just in it. And I ain't sad about it because I like when I be just in some shit, right? Because I be in it, you know. And long story short, I was telling myself, bitch, your ass is dumb. You're being played like a fiddle, right? Or violin. So I had been leaving myself breadcrumbs as to how to get out of the shit that I was in at the time. Cause Lord knows, maybe God knows me as like, you know, the ultimate crash out. I don't know. And you know, sometimes It's not good to be a crash out. Um, anyway, so I lit the candle. I'm sitting here. The shit pops up, and I start to listen. And I said, bitch, here you go being fucking weird again. So now we're going to play this thing. And I'm going to tell y'all, even just a little bit of parts that I heard are so accurate for right now. I swear, I love me some me. Because, bitch, I don't know how you do this shit. But as long as you know, sweetie bumpkins, keep doing what you do. Because ain't no fucking way in hell. Like the first time I did it, I was thinking, okay, lucky shot in the dark. Like, ma'am, okay, you left yourself notes. But the funny part is I told y'all, Earth School, reading the signs. My neighbor laughed at me one day because he said, I said I had writer's block. And so I made a video talking about writer's block. And so I showed it to him because, you know, I was supposed to be writing, but I wasn't writing because shit was happening. And I was just not with the writing shit. Like, who's doing that and why? Mind you, I'm a writer. I'll be writing. But, bitch, I wasn't writing that day. And so I was like, fuck it. Let me be creative and do a whole video. So I showed it to him because the video turned out really, really good. I was proud of myself. And then he was like, you made a video. You cured your writer's block by making a video about curing your writer's block. I never thought of it like that. But people make note of the things that you do outside of the things that you do. Anyway, long story short, I'm listening to this shit. And mind you, I ain't heard a lot of it because it was almost time for me to be here. I was already doing way too much. And I'm like, okay, you about to be, you know, late. So let's wrap this thing up. And so then what happened was I went to go look at the title for today. And I'm saying, ain't no fucking way. There is no fucking way there is no title for today because I know all them titles was given to me on the weekend. So how the fuck did you program the channel for all week and you don't have a Wednesday title? It just said Pisces. Ain't no fucking way. Because if I go through my phone, I know they were all done. But apparently, you know, tricks on you. So I'm still listening to the thing as I'm realizing there is no title for today. The title's always right. But as I'm listening to the other video, I'm hearing myself say these words over and over again. So I did a tarot reading before that has now manifested itself for this day and this time. So we're going to get into it and play it and listen to it and see what it says, because from the parts that I heard, bitch, it was the message that I needed to hear. Because how the fuck did you know about that? How the hell did you know about that? Y'all, this is a serious question. How the hell did I know about that? I don't know. Either way, I know about it. It's happening. It's happening right the fuck now. It's part of that crossroads thing that I said, you know, I wish I could say it, but because I'm in the middle of it and because I haven't, you know, officially, and then this morning, I haven't officially made a decision on it yet, but then this morning, I came to the conclusion, and I'm also realizing that the more days that go on, and you say nothing or you don't move in a certain direction or nothing happens, you're making a decision. And so, because no decision is still a decision, even when you think you're not making a decision, there's a decision being made. All right, so when I thought about that, I'm like, fuck, because y'all, should be hard. Adulting is hard. Adulting is hard, especially when you want to do it effectively and efficiently. What does that mean? It means so many different things for so many different people, because what you think is effective and efficient is not what I think could potentially be effective or efficient either. So I don't know. Either way, this is the title of the message. The message today says the prophecy has begun because it was already written. Now, the title to the message itself that showed itself to me today is so upset because they have no control over you or your situation. They got dealt with. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So this is going to be a reading for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, my readings are timeless, so when you see them. The first thing that tripped me out about this message, right, was it's my hands there, and if you want to see the message for yourself, it's posted on the in the message board on the channel in the post area. It's the first thing that's there. The first thing that tripped me out about this freaking message was I had a mirror laying on the table. So when I first looked at it, it was throwing me off because I'm saying, how the fuck am I seeing the ceiling fan, but my hands are here playing with the cards? And then the next thing that I see, which I'm confused is how that's even there, but it's there because I'm still trying to figure out how I had this thing reflecting. It's the table that is what it looks like, and then there is the cards that are off to the side. The cards that are there is like that's the devil card, and then it's the other cards that are like shapeshifter cards. I don't know which each card is. But anyway, so it tricked my brain a little bit when I first seen it. Like, how the fuck did you film that, right? And I still don't know how that other part got over there, but the base of it is a mirror, all right? Which gave me like reflection, things reflecting back, things that are mirroring, right? Because again, messages that just show up randomly out of nowhere. Random is not so random. Them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts my videos are posted. Pisces, if you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It would totally mean the world to me. All right, so let's see what we got here falling right out. All right, so something about a fault line is what I hear. A hairline crack. I don't know what that means for you, but we have a Queen of Wands here. Number 4 being significantly important, so March 4th. You can always call on your natural importance, your natural confidence, wisdom, passion, enthusiasm, determination, adaptability, a steady force, independent, stability, form, foundations, control, and organization. All right, so it's time to get organized. We got the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Spread your wings and fly. Anticipation, wonder, curiosity, all a new journey. Care is and it's also the potential. So things being new, a new fresh start, okay? All right, so let's see what we got here. All right, Pisces, we have discipline, training, consistency, and practice. All right, it's so a fucking violin. Perfect. I feel like somebody feels like they can't be the leader or they've never been the leader or something. This person could potentially be in their early 40s, late 30s. We have ecstasy here, yielding, rapture, and bliss. The number is 27, so February 27th here. We have somebody that could be 43. Okay, so now that changes because it's 34. 34, maybe the 46, okay? Someone's 41. We got transgressions here, your flaws, your contradictions, and also the mistakes that you have made in situations or mistakes that people have made with you. We have sacrifice here, so somebody may have had to make a sacrifice, which is of letting something go, someone, something, but somebody may want to reconcile, like reconsider the relationship. So for someone here, everything that you had with this person is over. So saying goodbye, the formal occasion, basically letting something go. We also have enlightenment here, the enlightenment period, inspiration, epiphany, innovation. So the start of whatever inspires you. I hear like take action now. So take action on your ideas. Do the thing that you wanted to do. Do the thing that you've been having on your mind. All right, we got honor and lives here. So somebody may have passed away. This may be somebody that has passed away. Because it says honor and lives like your ancestors, you know, that type of vibe. So we got inspiration, epiphany, innovation. March 2nd, March the 11th. Somebody could be 53 years old. Also, we got 41. Somebody may have been born in 72. And somebody that could be 35 years old. Okay, so February 27th being there. But discipline, consistency, practice, and training, okay? So it's time to buckle down and do that thing that you have been called to do or the thing that they've been waiting for you to do. I feel like ancestral, it's like words of wisdom being given here. All right, so we have manage to be glad. No matter what's happening, manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of the conditions. So no matter what's going on, manage to be glad here. We have falling. You may feel like you're losing things. You know, you're surrounded. Somebody may have just lost their car, okay? Because I feel like somebody may have just gotten in a car accident or somebody's car, the engine might not have been doing too well. I feel like maybe somebody didn't put oil in it. They was just getting in and going. The unknown descent, momentum change. So your life being a little bit different than it was before, but it's like set your course. Yeah, I know everything might not be on a, you know, up and up the way you want it right now, but I hear seasons change. Seasons change. People change. I'll sacrifice tomorrow just to have you here today. So somebody that is, like I said, a passed over loved one, I'll sacrifice tomorrow just to have you here today. But seasons change. So trouble don't last always, okay? This too shall pass. Set your course, know where you wish to go, have a plan, and plan it in the right direction. It's also saying the right way to go. So something about doing things the right way. And I said in a live yesterday to keep your hands clean. Pisces, keep your hands clean. Or it might have been a day before yesterday. I don't know, either way. But the last couple lives have been very much informative. So doing things the right way. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. Also check out the shorts I've been doing for you guys. We got learning to create what you desire. So that's being the architect. We got February 20th. Oh, what did I do? Did I just mess that up? All right. So what I was getting ready to say was one of the things that got pointed out to me in doing the right thing, right, is one of the reasons, one of my dilemmas that I've been saying, and it hasn't really been a dilemma. What the fuck? It hasn't been a dilemma other than the fact that I keep saying, if I do something the wrong way, it'll work right away. But the mere fact that you keep trying to do, or I keep trying to do something the right way, you know, not being whatever the fuck everybody else is being, doing the wrong thing, lying, cheating, stealing, scamming, this, that, and the third. And it's being made hard. But do you know how quickly things seem to work out when, you know, you do all the fucking wrong things? And not for nothing, not to say that, you know, anything is good or bad or, you know, whatever. But you know when certain things are, you're doing certain things in a way that are, you know, shiesty or shady. You know what I'm saying? And so how come it seems like when you are in, you know, like a fight of your life, when you are in a fight of your life, in the midst of, you know, everything that's happening, and you're trying to do everything the right way, it comes off as like, you know, it's roadblocks and, you know, so much stuff being in your way to try to stop you from, you know, achieving, you know, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. But the minute that you start doing some weird ass, random ass shit, you know what I'm saying? Stuff that you know could, you know, be questionable. You know what I mean? Why does that stuff seem like, you know, it'll work quicker and and you might get away with it. But for me, it's always like you have to do it the right way. Not that I'm, saying anything other than the fact that to me it's this the shit that people get away with that I would fucking get cracked so hard for by the universe right away. And you mean to tell me you letting these people just do whatever the hell that they like the weirdest randomest type things to people and they feel no remorse about it, don't get like if I think about some shit wrong, gotta be like, now you know good and well the first thought that comes to my brain will say, yeah, don't do that. So to me, it makes me wonder, like, how are people getting away with lives? Have been How are people getting away with doing some of the shit that they be doing? Because Samantha, good morning. Thank you for being here. All right. Anyway, back to the story. Very much informative. So doing things the right way. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. Also check out the shorts I've been doing for you guys. We got learning to create what you desire. So that's being the architect. We got February 21st, February 22nd. So something happening back to back. Okay. So it's like something happening now. Like it's one thing behind the next. So you could be dealing with one thing behind the next right now, but it's also still saying stay the course. Keep your eye on the prize. You can always call on your natural confidence as a leader. It's like stand up straight and continue to move forward, like that type of energy. We got clock and time, so something is important about the time, the right way to do something, and the time. Why did that give me Prince in the time, like the old? I think it was 1980s band. Something more Morris Day in a Time or something. So I don't know if that was like somebody's error. Maybe that might be telling how old somebody is. Or Samantha, I understand, honey. Your own good advice. Set your course and follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. You know what's best for you. That's 10 and a completion. So we got March 10th. We got March 14th. Trust yourself always. So having discernment is important here. And I hear having some discernment will take you further. Okay? So become braver, resilient, experience growing stronger, and having a fresh perspective. So it's like reconsidering things and rethinking things. Don't think small. Understand that where you are right now is not where you'll be in a year or two or in 5 years. So don't think small. And just because you could come from a small place, or you can come from a small town, or you can come from a small village, or you can come from a small nation, you can come from a small country, but they're saying don't think small. It's time for you to expand your horizon. So go beyond where you have came from. Yo, when I tell y'all this message like appeared out of nowhere only to be the very exact thing that I need to hear. And I told y'all I haven't heard like a lot of what is playing right now because I kind of caught it to the end and like in the parts where it's almost like the end to the middle, but I didn't get a chance to listen to it that long. But just some of the things that I heard, I'm like, ain't no fucking way. But even now, hearing some of the other parts, some of the newer parts, it's making me feel like, girl, thank you. Like, y'all don't know how I feel right now. So I'm trying to find the cards that match up to whatever this is, the ones that are these cards in the process, but y'all, I don't know how I did this. From your borders, your city, your state, go beyond that. Think bigger. We got a moment's regret, nostalgia, idealizing the past, fearing that you've made a mistake. So somebody got out there and thinks that now, I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have moved here. I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have did that. Well, in all actuality, it looks like you should have because it's where you are. It's setting your next. It's setting your next course, and also something about the compass. So, and the compass helps with direction. So it's just like whatever you're doing in that direction or wherever you are, it's like resetting your compass. Recalibrating your compass. We got February the 26th here, March 16th, March 5th. Somebody may be 30 years old. Um, somebody may be 41 years old. But something about the unknown. It's like change may be scary or uncomfortable, but it's necessary. So something that needed had to change, okay? So seasons change. It can't always be summertime. It can't always be wintertime. Can't always be fall. So seasons change and people change. So that may be like growing apart with someone, one scenario, and then growing together on somebody else's. Like we were only friends. We were only friends until we became friends become lovers is what I hear. So somebody saying, well, we were only friends. Samantha says her birthday is the 27th, and isn't that just funny how when the message it says when you're meant to see it is when you're meant to hear it. I mean when you see it is when you're meant to hear it. So I saw it and it was meant for me and some other people to hear. Samantha says mm-mm-mm. Just stumbled upon your channel. Well, thank you for being here, Samantha. Hopefully the message helps you. Like I said, it just showed itself to me this morning, so we just gonna, keep doing what we doing. Hopefully the message helps you. Like I said, it just showed itself to me this morning, so we just. And I hate the fact that we on touchscreen. And now you're not. Now you're something different. Okay. So somebody may be getting ready to, date a friend. Because I hear we were only friends. All right, so someone to lean on, a shoulder to lean on, a shoulder to cry on. All right, we have the Dragonfly Mermaid here. You've attracted wonderful news. February 19th, March the 19th, okay? You've attracted wonderful news. A twist and a tale, the unexpected change that you did not see coming. So something that you did that created or got some type of attention, but also created some type of a difference. You made a difference in this person's life or in this situation, okay? We have little brother, little sister, siblings, younger friends, and responsibility. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. So you may be the little brother or the little sister here, or you may be taking care of the little brother or the little sister, which will make you older than them. And it could be a difference in like 10 years, 12 years, 14 years between you and this sibling, or you and this energy, because it could also be somebody that's tight, like a family friend, but you consider them to be, your family member. I don't know if this is also an older person, the person that may have raised the person, because somebody's 61, somebody's 40. That's a big gap in between there. We also have 22 out here. So February 22nd, somebody may be 34 years old. Somebody may be 40 years old. 21, 22 keeps coming up. So 21, 22, I don't know what that means for you, but something that is different than, it's almost like that came out of nowhere. So the least expected thing is the thing that is going to happen, or the thing that did happen, okay? So reconsider your alliances, reconsider your allies, make new connections, and then confirmation on a change is good, but yeah, it's necessary because there it is, and I already said that. The delicate fairy interference. So a delicate situation, something that's very sensitive. Could be time sensitive, or it could just be sensitive in nature, okay? We got 42 here, 43. So again, it's one thing after the other. We got the golden phoenix energy here, something that you thought finished, burst back into life. That's 21, 21, 22, 23. So February 21st, February 22nd, February 23rd. So that's also stair steps and a level up. So I don't know why here. Is that French Montana back to back? Something back to back. All right, so something happened back to back, okay? Then I hear also the song Back, Back, Forth and Forth. I think that was Aaliyah. Can we go back, back, forth and forth? Alright, so we go back and forth, and I did say something about reconciliation. So somebody that you continually go back and forth with, I feel like it's time to make a decision about that situation. That person may need to be, cut loose. Alright, we have February 28th here, death and the maiden, invasion, boundaries, violated, and dominance. And I just said that that person may need to be cut loose. They may be spiritually trespassing. Okay, so something that's happening right now. Samantha is in the chat, and Samantha is saying, I just moved from a big city to small town, and her friend became her lover. Just stumbled upon the channel. And Aaron told her she's where she belongs. So then Samantha says, took care of my baby brother who passed November the 4th, and that's what united my friend who became my lover. Aaron says, sorry for your loss. As they are having that conversation, what ends up playing out over here is saying death and the maiden. So she's talking about one side of death, somebody that died, but death and the maiden, it says invasion of boundaries, violated, and dominance. But the thing is, it's giving me mixed feelings about it, because death in the maiden gives like a dying of the energy, like becoming something else. But invasion, boundaries, violated, dominance, the way this skeleton is standing over top of this lady looks as if like there was some type of SA that may have taken place to a person, and the person is deceased. So it's like the girl looks like she's ashamed, but the skeleton is still standing over her shoulder. So it's almost given like, even in death, a person still being haunted by something that happened to them, because maybe they don't want to tarnish the person's image in this life. Maybe they don't want to tarnish their own image to let somebody know that that happened. Or it could just be the fact that this person not being here is what caused this other person to kind of shed, maybe the material, physical, 3D version of themselves and turn into something different. But this literally says invasion, boundaries, violated, dominance. So take it how it resonates for y'all. All right, back to where we were. And also continually violating your boundaries, okay? We have Eclipse, Mermaid, a powerful energy shift. Someone here, I feel like a person, you cut them off and they're not going to believe that you cut them off, because that's highly unusual. So it's time to be brave. You can do this thing on your own by yourself. Fairy of the Highlands. We got the sewer mermaid here also. Your sensuality is beautiful. I hear somebody respects you. Somebody honors you. We got 36 here. We also have 41. So that may be the difference between y'all and somebody 25. So I don't know what the difference is between all of that, because I ain't got time for that. But that is the difference, okay? So we got Grumpy Red Fairy, be your true self here. And also the Lantern Fairy. So a clear solution coming out of nowhere. I feel like you need to watch your back, okay? So I don't know who this person is that's saying that or that's doing that, but you need to watch your back. I feel like, yeah, don't start none, won't be none. A collision of beliefs, styles, attitudes, and energy. So you and this person that you could potentially be having an issue with are two different energies, and I feel like somebody thinks they have more control over a situation than what they do. Person could be older than you, 53. Then we got 42 or 24. Also 36 here. Somebody could have been born in 63. We also have somebody don't realize how heavily protected you are or guarded by your ancestors ancestors, because we are here, wing seer. They saying we see you clearly. Okay, we're watching the situation clearly. So somebody saying watch your back, they don't realize it's already something watching your back. Your ancestors are watching your back, so you continue on moving forward. You have nothing to worry about, because don't start none, won't be none. Okay, that's what I keep hearing them saying. So somebody grandma, I'm saying don't start none, won't be none. Okay. So I don't think you want to play with whoever grandchild that is, because they saying don't start none, won't be none. All right, and they don't play about them. So know that. So your grandparents in heaven might not be playing about you. So they on the scene. All right. They on it, and on it. All right, so we got explore here. It's time for you to move around, but we also had the lantern fairy, a clear solution coming out of nowhere, but here is time to explore. So she has a lantern also. And so moving around, why is that giving me the feeling like moving around at dark? It's like exploring and adventuring. I hear nighttime having a curfew, so nighttime doesn't have a curfew. It's like somebody's best time to explore. It's giving owl energy. All right, wisdom, wise. All right, so that might be the thing, because there may be a owl spirit here that's helping. So explore and confidence. We got March 17th and March 12th here. Be confident knowing that you know what you know, that you know, that you know, that you know, okay? So be confident in that energy. Also, we have self-reliance here, and we have friendship. So I just told y'all about my brother's keeper. Rely on yourself, trust your intuition, trust your discernment, your own discernment first. Because yes, you could be my brother's keeper, and depending upon what side of that you're on, you could be asking somebody older, wiser, from what you think about your situation. When meanwhile, your spirit guides are saying you are wise. Trust yourself. We got the sands of time here, so I said something about time being important. I feel like that's through time, because it's given past life. You got the moon, the crescent moon, and it looks like it's like generation through generation through generation. Same exact thing, at least 3 generations, all right? So we have prophecy here at the beginning of the prophecy, and also communing with the dead. Ooh, all right, so communing with the dead, prophecy, the beginning of the prophecy, and the start. So it's time to explore and get information, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. I don't know why that gave me 5%er energy, but somebody may be 5%er, or somebody may have been raised in that culture or something, or in that environment, okay? So take it how it resonates for you, and I ain't trying to be disrespectful to nobody, so hopefully that came out the right way. But the prophecy, whatever it was, has started to begin. We got 32 and 33, so that's a level up. And then, look, it says 32, 1, and then 33. So it's like a level up, definitely. I hear you are the ancestor, so you becoming wise enough to where, and gaining information to where now you are the ancestor. So, you know, when it's your time, it's your time, okay? So we got 27 here, unexpected income here on the table for you Pisces. So money coming unexpectedly. All right, I appreciate that. We also have pathway. I appreciate it and I receive it. Your pathway is clear. So you gain unexpected income along with your pathway being clear. So that's you being able to fund the movement, fund the direction, be able to take care of yourself. We also have great fortune here. Everything seems like it's totally moving in alignment for you to have a level up here in your energy, Pisces. Great fortune pathway, unexpected income, wealth and abundance hidden in your direction. It is yours. It says training, consistency, and practice. And why did I see this? This was the card that was last. Wealthy man here. So somebody either turns into a wealthy man on the journey, or somebody meets a wealthy man on the journey, okay? So take that how it resonates for you. We got 31, 26, 35, 27 here, all right? So all I hear somebody saying, it's a whole lot of money in this mother sucker, okay? So it's a whole lot of money. Things look different, the level up. I feel like you look a whole lot cleaner. I don't know why. I don't know if somebody getting a BBL, but I'm getting surgery vibes. Somebody could be changing their image or appearance. Want this like great fortune, unexpected income, your pathway, the direction that you want to go in. So everything is clear. We also have wolf, the wolf here. Loyalty, support, and friendship. Why is it giving this man over here? Something about wolf pack and the Wolf on Wall Street or something. So I don't know. I can't remember what was that. I think it was Tom Cruise. So the Wolf Pack. We also have the moon here. That's the mother. So somebody's mother may be involved in this connection, like trying to hook somebody up with somebody. Your mom meets somebody and they like, okay, well this person, this, and the third. We got the mom and the dad here, the sun and the moon at the same damn time. All right, so somebody's mom and dad could potentially be involved, or this is the beginning. So you being the mother and the father, so y'all could be the start family generation. Because I did say you being the ancestors. This being generational is the start, the creation. So the mom, the dad, the two that came together to now start the inheritance or the legacy for the family. Because it says the prophecy has begun. So also communing with the dead. So something about your family lineage or heritage just changed, and the prophecy that was set upon your family is now just started. All right, so now you are part of whatever this prophecy is or whatever this change, and I hear hardcore change that happens in your family, okay? So we got 32, we got 81, somebody may have been born in 81. We got February the 20th here, March 12th. We got the garden and the bird. Why did it give me the Garden of Eden? Listen, y'all don't even understand how this shit is freaking me out. Like, ain't no fucking way. Alright, let me see if I can put it back where I was, cause... But y'all, ain't no fucking way. So I feel like heaven is talking. It's like chatter within the celestial realm. Or I literally just said to y'all the day before yesterday, I think, about Akashic records changing. Right? I remember I said all the glass that I've been breaking, like it's been so much glass being broke, it don't make sense. And most of the time I have come to correlate when contracts change around me because, you know, it starts needing, you know, elements, right? The essence of life. So when glass starts breaking around me, it's trying to get some cuts, you know, somewhere. But anyway, it don't matter. If you watch the channel, then you know what I mean. Ain't no fucking way. Because literally what I've been actually, like, you know, going, tossing back and forth in my mind has had something to do with, I just told y'all yesterday, like, it's going to change the course of everything that I do if, no matter which road I take, somehow I got to a crossroad, and the crossroad is, it's going to affect it either way. So one is you just have to have faith in the situation. The other is you just got to have faith in the situation. Now, how the hell did this happen right here, right now? And so that was my thought process. And then, you know, I've been saying, like, God help me. I said it yesterday in front of y'all. God help me. And then all of a sudden today, the help shows you already went through this. Like, I gave you the answers. I don't even know when the fuck this video got posted, but I'm getting ready to show you where we are right here, right now, at this moment in time. This is what your crossroads is. This is what your crossroads is. And now that I'm looking at the cards, I can take notes because I also see where certain things are now also playing itself into, you know, the situation. All right, first things first. Technically, watchful eye, under watchful eye. It's so many eyes on this shit right now, spiritually. That's even strange. But, you know, apparently it's important. The thing that also just happened was a message didn't get delivered. I just watched the shit unfold right in front of me. As this was happening, and what I was saying over here about the ancestors and whatever that was, in front of me an email just came through that said identification. It's an identification. The delivery was incomplete. Message did not get delivered. Records changed. As we're talking about records changed. Mind you, yesterday I told y'all I did something, and I know how, I'm very, computer literate when it comes to, fixing, like, submitting stuff, right? And there's no way in hell that when you submit something from its own website through its own app, that it should be giving you a fault, a warning, right? Because literally the app that it's working from should be given, hey Tam, hey, the app, welcome, thank you for being here. The app should be given its own special qualification. So when you take it through the app, it shouldn't be a violation, it shouldn't be an oversized, it shouldn't be anything because it came specifically through that app. It should do everything that it needs to do. Wasn't doing it. Like, shrink, copy, paste, yada, yada, yada. No matter what I tried, and I tried multiple things to get around what this computer system was doing. So, long story short, I sent the email, right? Message didn't get delivered. Delivery was incomplete. Yesterday, I don't know about y'all, but my whole system, computer system, everything was running at snail mail pace. Like, I'm literally on the phone talking to people, and the lady's telling me I sent you the email. I'm looking at the emails. It's around 3:40 something. The last email that I received was at 11 something. Mind you, I done refreshed this thing multiple different times. Something is in the system that I have been saying, why can I see that? Like, I should not be able to see that happening as it's happening. Like, things being slowed down so much to the tune of it's not even giving you what's that, trail or something. Like, if something came through really, really fast and it would leave like a trail, but it's literally in slow motion is how it's happening. It's in slow motion. And so slowing it down to where you can't fucking miss it. Like, you are not going to miss this shit because this is how it has to be done. You're not allowed to do this. We're going to just block it because, this is the reason why. And your intuition should now tell you that if you didn't try to do this shit 9,000 times, something is not, correct. It might be the right thing, wrong time. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why you can't access it right now, wrong timing. You don't belong accessing that thing right now. There's so much stuff that, so many moving and movable and workable pieces that are happening, and whatever this is, but it keeps giving also fail-safe mechanism. Like, you couldn't mess this up. Like, there's no way. I'm gonna give it to you step by step by step by step by step by step, because the course has to be right. Because I did say you being the ancestors, this being generational, is the start, the creation. So the mom, the dad, the two that came together to now start the inheritance or the legacy for the family, because it says the prophecy has begun. Hey, Sigil. So also communing with the dead. So something about your family lineage or heritage just changed, and the prophecy that was set upon your family is now just started. All right, so now you are a part of whatever this prophecy is, or whatever this change, and I hear hardcore change that happens in your family, okay? So we got 32, we got 81, somebody may have been born in 81. We got February the 20th here, March 12th. We got the garden and the bird. Why did it give me the Garden of Eden? We got community here, culture. Hey, Slam Duncan, welcome. Thank you for being here. Chatter and anxiety. All right, so I feel like heaven is talking. It's like chatter within the celestial realm or the astral realm. All right, we got the heart here, guarding your heart, keeping things open, keeping your heart pure. And I said keeping your hands clean. And then we have the book here, so it's like given it is written, because we also talking about prophecy here. So doing your research, the truth, education, the clarification. So I feel like somebody is definitely gaining information. So we have the snake here, and as you see the snake being woven around the tree, around the family tree. So I feel like it's either a hidden secret or something that was trying to be kept at bay. Either way, you gaining the information. So some type of deception that was taken apart on your family tree, your lineage, your heritage. Prophecy has begun. Snake has been loosed. So something being unlocked. So you're about to find out some information. We got the ship here, which is given like the ark here. So be mindful of that. There's travel and adventure and a journey, which we also have your pathway being started or jumped up or jump started. So somebody might need a jump start. All right, so we also have changes here, transitions, and movement happening here in your energy, okay, Pisces? So things moving along in a different direction from where it was you thought it was about to go. So it said the surprise, the change in the tail, the twist in the tail. So a surprise change that you didn't see coming, okay? So there's a surprise change, and wow, okay, so that's double on the snake energy. So cutting and keeping the grass low so you just see the snakes, but also snakes are healing energy. But this is confirmation on the snake. So I said somebody saying you need to watch your back, but they don't realize that it's already been on go. So, and I keep saying you are untouchable at this moment in time. People don't realize that the prophecy has begun. It has already been set in stone. Anybody and everybody trying to come into your energy is getting kicked out, abort mission, dealt with, karma, handled, all of that. So whoever the snakes could be for you, they'll be slithering back to their own little cave here soon, shortly, okay? We also have 7, and somebody claiming that it's like sovereignty. I am queen. I am the
Hopefully that helps.
The leader, Queen of Wands energy. You can always call on your natural confidence. So we got somebody that is trying to assert their dominance or their power in a situation as well. But you don't belong here, ma'am. So you can go. 7 is significant or important when it comes to this person, but it's also saying somebody's trying to come back across the bridge. So bridge may have been burned. Somebody's trying to rebuild the bridge. Get somebody else to do it, because this is for sure a woman, a female energy, just so you're aware of it. We got 29, 41, and something about 7.
And so as I'm saying that it smells like a female, that's a female energy. I smelled a man. I literally just smelled a man.
7 could be the life path number. It could be the day this person was born. Person could also be 32 or 42 years old. 29, 29, whatever that means for you. 51, 40, 43, okay? A person that's trying to be clever or a person that's trying to be slick. All right, so pay attention to that. But either way, I feel like this person is getting ready to get a rude awakening because they get ready to F around and find out, okay? So just leave it up to the universe to handle it because it's already being dealt with. All right, messages here. Messages here. All right, so the messages are, first message I got are the clouds. Pay attention to the clouds. Pay attention to the sky, all right? We also have the bridge is back. So the bridge is definitely back here. We got a choice that you're going to have to make when it comes to this person. And we also have a ship here, which is the anchor to this whole situation. All right, so we got 22, 41, 6, and 3. But I also feel like somebody taking a ship here because there's lots of water. We got the bridge. We got the ship. So I feel like that could be a cruise. All right. But pay attention to the sky is what they're saying. So I don't know if that pertains to the chemtrails or if it's just messages in the air. Because I hear Jay-Z, I can feel it in the air. All right? So I can feel it in the air. We have the garden back out here as well, okay? So take that as it resonates, because that's like the Garden of Eden, and as y'all know what happened in the Garden of Eden. So I feel like it's trickery, but also now we have here 33 keys, lessons to life. So you receiving the lessons to life, and then we have a stork energy, and that's like bringing in new life, new birth. We got a man here. So there's a gentleman also here, 28, or somebody born in 82, significant or important. And then we have time. Time is here. Time is important. Time is of the essence. Then we have Clover here. All right. So I feel like it's like the lucky charm. And then there's something that needs a closer look. So you need to take a closer look in this situation. All right. All right. So we got that. There's that. Alright, so let's get some more tarot out here on the table when it comes to this thing. See what else we got here. And then something about well. So I feel like peace and blessings on your journey, Pisces. And that keeps being a thing for the past couple of days. Peace and blessings on your journey. So somebody wishes you well. Peace and blessings on your journey.
And well, that is not what I just got.
Somebody is basically releasing the situation. I release what no longer serves me. I release these people. I release this circumstance. Yeah. I'm out of here. So, peace and blessings. Or you releasing somebody. So, we got the Fool here. That's the beginning of the journey, beginning of the blessing. Queen of Wands here. Dynamic energy of the leader. So, you can do this. Alright, so let's see what we got here. What are the rest of the messages here for Pisces? Alright, so we got Hangman energy. Look at the world with a different perspective. Waiting, sacrifice, a hesitation, suspension. So there may be a pause, or may have been a pause in this situation, or along your journey, along your pathway, for you to figure out what you wanted to do. Creativity, problem solving, groups, and growth. So you may have just took a small break, a pause. So that could be somebody taking a break from school. You may have taken a break from college. You may have taken a break from your skills. You may just need a break right now from life, all right? But the journey must continue. Somebody wants to know and is asking if you'll choose them after the journey is over, after you are, done seeking, or after you are done soul searching. Will you come back to this situation, is what somebody wishes to know. They want to know if you'll still choose them once this is over and done with, okay? All right, so we have, a match. So somebody is your perfect match, mirroring. King of Wands energy. Use the dynamic energy of a leader. All right, so it's like somebody, y'all growing back. There could be a 10-year age difference between you and this person. So both of y'all on the same journey, mirroring each other. And maybe both of y'all have the same question. Will y'all choose each other once this is over and done with? Once y'all go and find y'all space and y'all peace, will y'all come back together? All right, we got a battle here. I feel like it's within oneself. We got 45 or 55. Still 10 years difference, but learning to take life as it comes, both positive and negative. Both of y'all may have had y'all feelings about a situation. Both of y'all may have had y'all concerns about a situation. But we're going to take a pause to go figure out, what this is. But then, maybe we'll be back. Maybe we won't. So I feel like that fight, it could be an eternal fight. I love this person, or I love this, I love me. Because it could be, you finding you. But what's going to happen? So learning to take life as it comes. We got an Ace of Swords, speak your mind to solve your problems. And we also have Four of Pentacles. Holding on too tight can stop you from moving forward. So somebody might not have even told this person this yet. Like, this person is your match, but I still want to go and, live a little bit of life, explore, see what I need to do. Or this is my perfect match, and let's figure out what we're going to do. So let's take time apart and figure out if this is the next thing. But this person is coming off as your match. This person is coming off as, like, being kind of...
All right, new info. So as I'm looking at this and I'm listening to this, right, because it said something about some clouds, which gave me something completely different only because at the time when I did this, I probably hadn't heard or wasn't listening to this, right? But anyway, it's the song, and I could be off on the song, but the song was Rod Wave. It was Clouds, but it could have been from somewhere else too. But as it was happening, all I kept hearing was, well, as this was playing out, all I kept hearing was Madonna. Time after time, if you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. I think she said, if you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. So when the Five of Wands came out, all you can see on that card is fighting. But what I heard was falling. But it wasn't in the melody of time after time. That had already passed. So it said falling. But then it said, well, I wish you well. Well is a hole, a pitfall. So as I was listening, and then I started listening to this, it started giving like pitfall stuck, like a hole stuck. So people around, there's some people that are around at this moment that are not good. He said they'll act how they act, but they want your place. But it was given like smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers, backstabbers. So upset because they have no control over your situation. They got dealt with. So they will, niggas that act how they act. All right, so it's almost giving like a vibe of something about it was fake. Like something about part of whatever this situation is was fake. So why would I write the title like that? Because the title's always right. So upset because they have no control over you or your situation. They got dealt with. But why would I not have insinuated or put like a person? And the only reason why I would think that I would do that is because maybe so it would not make somebody else know. Because sometimes when I be writing things, I be writing them in code. But it's because something in it is supposed to trigger me later on to say, this is what happened. They got dealt with. Somebody can't control your behavior, but everything about this reading says new start. Then it said, I wish you well. I wish you well, but a person really don't wish you well. They wish you would fail. Can you hear me? Hello? What happened?
Can you hear me?
Y'all can hear you. What's up with you?
Not much. How you feeling?
I'm on live. You want me to call you right back as soon as I'm done?
Yeah, I ain't had nothing to talk to you. I was just checking on you.
All right, well, I'll call you back in a couple minutes. You know how we do. I'll be right there with you.
You know. All right, I see you.
Bye, love you.
Maybe too.
All right, that's my oldest son. So, okay. Why would we want... Because it will be somebody that you know. Somebody that... All right, so the vibe that it will be giving me is if you know how a person to say you play, you playing checkers and they playing chess, right? But maybe somebody, because I don't know what this would be pertaining to, well, I do, but I don't, only because at a crossroads, right, you may not know what's getting ready to happen on the next side, but or whatever direction you go in, because it's a new level, right? I gave you enough information to get the gist of when a person tells you, I wish you well, but meanwhile, they're not really happy about whatever decision that you're about to make. So, and I kind of almost wish you would fail, but I can't say that because, you know, that's not what Jesus would do, I guess. Um, Either way, somebody in trouble. Let me see. A similar energy for you. So it says communication. Communication is key here. So Pisces, this is the reading. Hopefully it helps. Thank you guys for coming towards my channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and go with God. Okay, so that was the message. The prophecy has begun. So whatever it is you get from that, because apparently it was already written, it was already done, it was already established. Everybody knew everybody's move, way ahead of time. Sometimes we do things, or sometimes I do things and don't know why. It happens or it plays out like that, but there were so many messages in that message for me because I've been sitting here in a state of confusion, and I got to get out of the state of confusion because it ain't benefiting nothing. And so and again, I'm a person, we know the problem, what's the solution? And when the solution isn't coming about all that fast, or when the solution could be complicated, or when the solution, I don't like solutions that incorporate other people. That's one of my biggest issues. Because other people don't do things the way you would want them done or anything else. But also other people be having expectations of you that are on their timing or their, timeline, but it could have nothing to do with you, but other than being a distraction for you. But people don't know what you do with your life on the outside looking in. They could be thinking you have so much time on your hands, like you could do this, that, or the third. Yeah, but I got time on my hands for me to do whatever the hell I got to do for me. And sometimes it's taking me a little bit longer, sometimes it's taking me a little bit. So in the past 4 days, I have 5 days of my indecision, stuck at a crossroads situation, right? I have also noticed something about my body. For one, it was already saying, like, you need some rest, because the amount of stuff that you have, just even on your thoughts and your mind and in life is a lot, right? You need some rest. But good and well, it's almost like, if I don't do it, who the fuck's going to do it? If I don't do it, who's going to do it? And how the hell am I going to do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, right? Under these conditions, right? But I've noticed that my body this morning felt a lot lighter. And it could be because, I haven't been, I changed up something. And I haven't been doing some things that I was doing before. And so I felt a lot lighter, but it was lighter in my spirit, not maybe lighter in my body or whatever, but it felt lighter. But I heard this thing say, that video that I just listened to, that even what you're thinking in your mind, what I'm thinking in my mind, is nothing, none of it is going to happen. It's something different. It's totally different than what you are thinking. So at this point, hey, Mr. Still, how you doing? So at this point, it is like I can only control the parts that I can control. Where there is, hesitation or roadblocks or detours, just navigate them with grace as much as I can. Because I don't know about y'all, but sometimes some of these things are heavy. And we know we got it, right? We know we got this. We know we're going to make it through. No matter what happens, we know we're going to make it through, right? And sometimes we don't make it through with, the people that we thought we was gonna make it through. It'd be new people. The thing is that I'm learning that my documentation of life, and you know, no matter how I do it, because it may be different from somebody else, it does what it's supposed to do. Because like I said, I'm in awe myself as to how that message literally is so perfect for exactly what I'm going through. And it's crazy because even like I normally don't call too many people to kind of you know, work my situation out or voice my opinion, but yesterday I literally had to just call my dad and talk to my dad about, you know, the situation. And it wasn't that I'm not able to, you know, handle the situation. It's just that some things, when you can't see what's right outside the door, like the door right there, and if somebody showed up and I have nary window right here and they just started banging on the door or whatever, I'm gonna just think that it's danger. You know what I'm saying? No, never mind behind the door. Somebody could just be excited to give me $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Behind the door. But if they banging, like, you know, with a certain type of bang, you're not going to instantly jump to the fact that, you know, it's somebody that's happy on the other side of the door wanting to give you $1 million. It's somebody over there on the other side of the door want to kick your ass. They want to do something to you. So when you don't see it, or you don't have an inkling of what it could be, it feels strange. But it's going to be what it's going to be. And we just have to navigate it, you know, once it happens. So something has already been written in stone. The prophecy has begun. Whether or not anybody likes it or not, it's like the age of Aquarius coming into fruition. The environment changes with the terrain. You damn right. So when the age of Aquarius comes in, or came into fruition, it was going to be this happening, this happening, this happening, this happening, this happening. All these things they wrote down, right? And it really happened the way that they said it was going to happen. But also, there are stories and documentations of things that have been written down and that have happened. How do we know, or how did they know? How did they know that this was going to happen? Like, they was born in 1506, and how did they know that something was going to happen in 2025? How did I know that I was going to be stumped on a situation, or stuck in a situation that was going to now make me feel very isolated, or very whatever the fuck it is that I feel right now? Because that's another thing. It's kind of hard to fucking explain shit to people when... Do y'all even know what the hell I'm talking about? And I know y'all do. I know some people do. But some other people are going to be like, you know, it's the judgment for me real quick. And not that anybody cares, but some people should care, because, for instance, I'll be talking to my son, right, a lot. And my son, initially, when the first thing happened to me, you know, it was a little weird for him, because that wasn't what I was. You know, I was weird, but not that weird, right? And so instantly he was thinking something was wrong. So he kind of, you know, was one of the people initially almost got my ass locked up, right? And so now when certain things are happening, it's like he can see them happening. So it's not like before, it's not like before when it was... he wasn't around to see it or whatever. He was living his life or doing whatever. Now it's like, you know, he's checking, how you doing today? He's checking more of into like, okay, I can see this actually happen. Like, Mom, that was very strange. I understand I'm not bringing a camel to Mount Everest, and I'm not bringing a snowboard to the desert, and period. I feel alone and misunderstood, like no one understands me and what I'm trying to say or do. And that's the way it feels. That's the way it feels. But there are people that are on assignment for us that, you know, understand us. It's like when people say nobody's coming to save you, they be lying. Because literally, you have to really actually save yourself. But when you start to apply to save yourself, other people show up too. Other people show up too. And even when we feel like we're by ourselves, you're never really ever alone, because subconsciously, like I said, if I'm going to talk to somebody, I talk to me because I'm in good company, and two, and I ain't going to lie to myself. Especially when I have a very good understanding of, the shit that I do. And, I require a lot. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm a person who, but I give a lot. I give a lot. So it may take, a special type of person to deal with me, because, I may be asking 9,000 questions, or I may just be saying shit. Either way, it's going to be some learning and some teaching and some understanding taking place, around me. But it depends on, the type of person you are, because it's going to be vice versa in the same. Most of the time I end up, in surroundings and with people who, most people would say could potentially be a little difficult to deal with. We're not difficult to deal with. We are just a little bit different because we understand, life a little bit different. So you're not going to tell me that the sky is blue, but yesterday the fucking sky was purple. And so if I tell you that the sky was purple, it was fucking lavender. Is this fucking lighter? This is what color the sky was. And I'm not lying to you. Now, how the fuck did it get that? I don't know. But this what color it was. And if I wasn't driving, I would have took some pictures of it. Mind you, I had a person that was with me at the time when it happened, and they didn't know me from a can of paint. Like, I was doing a Uber drive at the time. This was a while ago. This shit was lavender. The sky was so fucking pretty, but the shit was lavender. How the hell is the sky lavender? Now, if you had told me that in, 1987 or something, I would have been like, bitch, you're lying. You're lying. There's no way. The sky is never lavender. The sky is either gray or blue. Sometimes a little yellow. But never ever lavender. How about red? How about orange? Like, now the sky changes to like a LED light. Like, what the fuck type of color? Do you want some red light healing? Red light special? Like, what the fuck? Now the sky is turning all different colors. This day it was beautiful though, and I shit you not. So I agree, when you see people helping themselves, you're more open to assist them. Yes, earth angels exist. Even if weren't for mine, I would not believe what's happening in real time. Yes. And so now, like with my son, what I was going to say was, now when stuff happens, he's not quick to, call the other kids and say, something's wrong with mom. She's definitely bugging right now. No, he's saying, I saw that. Like, that don't make sense. It's like the time that I told y'all everything around me turned red. It didn't make any sense. Mind you, I'm riding with my son. At the time, he was 17 years old. And I'm seeing this shit, but I really did not want to say nothing to him because he's 17. I can't drag him into this bullshit. Meanwhile, he done froze, and he's like, Mom, what is happening? I said, you see that? He like, yes. How the fuck does everything turn red? The lights, the tail lights, the just lights out in the world, like, it's just red. Everything you see is red. The universe is saying, something ain't right. Stop. Red is alerts and alarms and things of that nature. Red is also passion and things of that nature also, but it gives heat, heavy energy. But the point of it is once the ball has already started rolling, it ain't a devil in hell or walking this earth that's going to be able to stop it. So regardless of what people think they're in charge of and what's already happening and what's already, playing itself out, or what they can, kind of insert into the system to try to, throw things off, the shit has already started. It's going to be what it's going to be. At this moment, all we can do is what we can do. The things that we can change, that make our life more comfortable, we should do that. And Sigil said it changes the feel of the world, and it does. I've been telling people for 3 days, 4 days, outside don't feel right. Outside does not feel right. Mind you, I ain't been outside. I ain't been outside. And just, y'all, there's a lot that's happening that is not making any fucking sense. But when you think about it, it makes perfect fucking sense. Like, if we just stop avoiding, like, certain things, certain subjects, because it's like what I said about them containers. It could be nothing about the containers, but everybody thought it was funny, you know, they're sending empty containers, this, then, and third. But I said something to somebody else the other day, too. Like, nothing is an accident. It might have been packaging. So we may think of one thing and not think of the other thing. I don't leave my home anymore. Shout out to the recon team. I mean, shout out to a lot of things that are actually happening behind the scenes, because not for nothing, I ain't gonna lie. In real, like, you know, time, like, as things are playing out, it looked like we getting our ass beat. But honestly, behind the scenes, I can see they getting wore the fuck out because it's not working. Every time something happens, you getting fucking stomped out, look, like they did, slam dunk, stomped out. He put the Timbs up there, everything, spiritually. Like, you may be able to do that shit out in public, you know, for people to see, trying to create chaos and this, that, and third. But what's happening for real? The shit that ain't nobody trying to show. What's happening for real? Because shit just ain't sweet. Shit just ain't sweet. No matter how people be trying to play this, that, or the third, like, on the real. The reason why social media exists is to, you know, do all the things. Help, hurt, corrupt, motivate. Like, it's doing all the things. But what parts of it are you focused on? What parts of it is your frequency on? So yesterday, something happened, right? And it said, let me see if I can pull this up. And the girl said that if you just push the camera on TikTok, right? She said it will show you what type of energy you was in, right? Because once the song pops up, it'll tell you what it was. It says, watch how fast the Klan moved when the Black Panther walked in. What did that mean? What happened? Watch how the Klan moved when the Panther... Oh, the black guy. Oh, an eye for an eye? Anyway, so, here we go. Social media is crazy. All right, so the song that popped up that said it says I ain't stressing today. That's the song that popped up. Oh, it's on my headphones. That's the song that popped up during my for my video. I ain't stressing today. Now, how does the picture take an image and it tell you how you feel? Mind you, it's not wrong. I said something else the other day. I did something else the other day, and it gave me a positive motivational something about strength and some other shit. And I'm saying this technology right here, I don't know what that is, but for it to scan your image, take a picture of you, and then spit out the frequency that your resonance is on is spooky. What if that's not even what it was for, though? What if it was just, you know, oh, let me scan this, whatever it was, but I feel like it's picking up so much more because this thing really actually does work. It's doing exactly what they programmed it to do. But to me, that was a little bit creepy because how the fuck did y'all, like, how did y'all input that in there? You're damn right, Samantha, that is wild. And Samantha says, WTF, oh wow, my boyfriend said an eye for an eye. Yes, that's what they calling him, an eye for an eye, because the man he killed wasn't even the person that did it, but y'all on the same team, we on the same team. Listen, people not gonna stop doing shit until they have consequences behind it. Meaning, you did that, so we lost one, you lost. Like, I said this already. I said this already a while back. All right, y'all, I gotta go. It's USAA, okay? Because I don't know what's happening. Hello?
Hi, my name is Sakia with USAA's Profile Recovery Team.
Yes, ma'am.
Before we proceed, I need to inform you that this call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance purposes. Am I speaking with Alicia Harmon?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, so I'm calling regarding a doctor that was submitted to us.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Yes.
forgive me, but I needed to make sure I had this done. And it was one of the things that I had to wait for yesterday that took so freaking long. But either way, it's done now. So, how y'all doing? Did everybody leave? All right, so this happened to deal with something else I was dealing with yesterday when it came to like passwords and identification and some other extra shit. And for some reason, could not access the account to save my life. But mind you, this is another reason why certain things are just taking entirely way too long to get done because it took a whole 24 hours. I'm still here too, Aaron. You ain't hearing my business, did it? Was I quiet? I mean, because I gave out some real personal tea, but I didn't want to hang up with y'all. But I had to go make sure I handled this business the way I needed to handle it because I couldn't let that phone call. This has been a phone call I've been waiting for since yesterday, and I shit you not. So. Even more of the thing, Pisces, the prophecy has begun. It don't even matter how, like, something starts or when people think that, oh, this is supposed to happen during this time. When the ball starts rolling, it just starts rolling, okay? Because here we are. And mind you, more dealing with stuff that is old and old and old because this account, I don't even know how long ago it got started, but for some reason the ball was dropped on the situation and then it got picked up back when it was necessary and needed. So thank you, Aaron. Thanks for that. I just went and sat in the bathroom and closed the door because, either way, the point of it is certain things are starting to play themselves out the way that they're supposed to play themselves out, and anybody that tried to cover up anything for pertaining to you for however long or your identification or anything else, things are coming to light. Everything is being told. So regardless of whether or not people like certain people being in position or not being in position, it's not their choice. It's not their choice. Anyway, so I just wanted to let y'all know I love y'all, and the prophecy has begun. Regardless of what anybody thinks or anybody says, it's not, the choices are not up to them. And be mindful because certain things could be, okay, certain things could be happening right now the way that it's happening because that's the way it's supposed to be happening. All right? So go with God. I love y'all. Let me tend some more of this business.